I'm here at Rose Bowl, and what is your name?
Renee Clark.
Renee Clark, and what's your specialty?
Vintage clothes, textiles, antiques, telling the truth.
Telling the truth? Okay, good. And now I understand that you're a dealer also at PCC, is that
Yes.
right? And have you ever had any trouble with them?
Not really, except for last Sunday.
Last Sunday, and that was like the beginning of the year, January
Yes.
4th or thereabouts?
Yes.
And what happened?
Usually when the parade happens, they give us a choice of putting Pasadena City College the same time as the Rose Bowl, the second Sunday of the month. This time they didn't do it.
So when you say they give you a choice, they usually have it on the second Sunday, and your choice is to do it or not do it.
Do it or do the Rose Bowl.
Okay.
And that's the first time we got stuck doing it. And it was very bad, it was slow. And it was bad.
And what do you attribute to this this badness and the slowness? Something other than the fact it was the first of the year and maybe people are still in holiday mode, so the parade. And so the parade created disruption there?
Yes, it did.
So pretty much any problem that happened, it wasn't on account of the management, it was on account of the fact that the parade happened and it forced disruption. Is that right?
Yes. But we should have been given a choice. We should have been given a choice to either do it.
So if you chose not to do it, they would have kept your deposit? What would have been the consequences if you chose not to do it?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know if they would have kept it. Mike, what do you think they would have did if they would have given us a choice? Kept our money or turned it back in?
Well, let's suppose you chose not to do it. What do you think they would have done? They would have just kept your money?
They allow us to skip one.
So they would allow. So the worst thing that would happen, you would have lost the money that you paid them. Is that right?
If they allow us to skip it, we should have skipped it.
Okay, so if they would have allowed you to skip it and you would just forfeit the money that you paid for them, is that what you would have done?
Yes.
And so as a means of them making it right with you, what could they do to make it right with you?
Refund the money?
So how much was the space rent?
$65.
Okay, so if they paid you the $65 or gave you a free space, that would do it.
Yes, it would.
How about if they gave you, so what size is your normal space? Roughly. Did you get one space or two spaces?
One space.
Okay, so if they gave you an additional space, would you consider that?
One space would be good.
Well, let's suppose the option was they just gave you an additional space. So you'd come there on a Sunday and they give you two spaces for the price of the one. Would you consider that that would be sort of a compromise that make you feel better about